I've been a blessed mother. Let me put it that way. It's been a blessing. Listening to God, obeying God, and putting things down. Wanting to be a marketing consultant. Wanting to be all that. I mean, climb the corporate ladder, and I wanted to be one of the chartered marketing woman of the year. Those were some of my ambitions. I just loved that, or I just knew that I would want to be a better person and make so much influence in the lives of people. But I didn't think I'll do it this way. But it's been a blessing. Gathering women, praying, and that's come with a lot of things, with grooming, with mentoring, with I know sometimes people are confused. They're like, I remember you know everything. There's nothing, and I thank God for the exposure He's giving me and the things that places He took me, and the kind of exposure He gave me to do what I'm doing, and definitely it has made me a total person. And by the grace of God, there's nobody who comes my way by grace that I'm not able to relate to on their level, because I believe I've gone through a lot of things. And celebrating my daughters this year, prominent daughters, not just any daughter, prominent daughters. Ooh. This lady is so excited. Okay, why are you excited?
Oh, I am excited to be part of the people selected. I mean, the prominent ladies.
Initial one I'm doing.
Yes, I'm excited to be part.
Wow.
Yes, I feel it's a great honor for me. Like, I didn't imagine that I would be part of something. I don't know, but yeah, I don't think I would be part of something like this and then come this far to be part of the first set of prominent ladies to do this type of interview. And so I consider it a great honor.
You didn't think you come this far?
No.
What do you mean by you come this far?
Come this far in life, in Christianity, most especially in Christianity.
Wow.
Yes. So all along, I don't know, the kind of Christianity that I was exposed to when I was growing up, it was just very laid back, take whatever comes your way, and buy. I didn't know there was a part that was go for it. I did
Go for it.
Yeah. So growing up, we just accepted things like, oh,
whatever comes our way, we'll take it like that.
And I was glad to get this exposure that you can actually fight for things, pray for things, and then it's not just praying about it, you actually get them. And it's been a wonderful journey. It's been a wonderful
This
journey,
exposure, yeah. What is this exposure?
This exposure it's like a new dimension of Christianity for me, and it's more about prayer. I knew there was prayer. I mean, my dad's prayer is just simple. And then he's just praying, and you even hear a word. All you know is when you call
just
him,
lying down and just praying. You don't even hear him praying.
No, when you call him, you don't even mind him until after his prayer. So that is what I learned to be prayer. And I also belong to the Methodist Church of Ghana, which is I think it's now that things are gradually changing. But before, we used to be the quiet type. We don't make noise when we are praying. I mean, the language of the Spirit. It was very new to me. It was in university that I actually heard something like that. Yeah, so it was very new to me. And so I am...
To speak in tongues.
Yes, to speak in tongues.
To be filled with the Spirit and speak in tongues.
It was something that I knew was for the people of the Bible. It wasn't something that I can actually experience. Yes.
Wow.
That is the kind of Christianity that I grew up with. And so coming here and then finding out that coming to HMI, coming under Reverend Mrs. Broad, and realizing that there is this other part of Christianity that is not passive but active, where you can pray, you can go to God directly, like, this is my Father, I can go to him, ask for things. And it's not just about the asking, he actually gives it to you. And I learned that he actually wants to give it to you before you even ask. And so I kind of broke out of the passive nature of things, and then I got into the active Christianity, and I'm enjoying it because I am seeing things everywhere. My life has changed, my career, so many things about me has changed. And then,
is there any one of it you want to share?
Yes. I remember that when I was finishing my house job, I knew that there were parts of my sections of my life that I had to give to God, like marriage. Because marriage, there are things that you can't take those decisions on your own.
Yeah.
So I knew that one day you have to give it to God. Like that one, you can't control that on
in
your
terms
own.
of Him leading you into marriage.
Yes, Him leading you into marriage, finding you the person suited
for you,
your future, everything. I knew I couldn't handle that bit on my own, and so that part I gave to God. The ones that I kept to myself, like I decided. I remember I was sitting in my room almost towards the end of my pediatric surgery rotation as a house officer. I was just telling myself that as for this career bit, I won't give it to God though. I will handle it myself because I don't know. God may throw me.
What are you afraid of?
God may throw me into a village, and I wouldn't have anything to say. I would just have to go. And so that bit, I wanted to stay.
But if you are holding on to, what would you do?
I didn't know.
Or you will not pray about it?
I will pray about it, but I will also orchestrate things myself.
Yourself.
Like
not really wait to hear God.
Exactly. Do things myself. And so I tried to do some things, and I realized they weren't working. And then I just sat down, and then it was very difficult to let that part go, the career bit. I was so scared of going into the district to work. I'm like, when I go into the district, like I hadn't thought of it like if God sends you there, He will actually make way for you. I hadn't really gone to learn that part of it all. So I just thought God would be like our MDC, and then say go here, and then He leaves you there, and then you are there on your own.
I like the way you are talking. It means you've built a relationship with God.
Yes, by God's grace, and being in your ministry. I can't take that say like I did that on my own. I learned all of that from you, Mommy.
Wow.
This is not like
let me. I don't know what to do. To God be the glory. I'm just happy, but I like we talk a lot, but looking at the points where you're coming from, I'm like, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I learned all of that from you, and I'm happy. I have been here, garnered all these things from you. Hope to learn so much more in future.
But when I met you already, okay, so I'm now speaking to the very first, for me, daughter that I can name as a medical doctor. That's you, yes. And I kept on saying, Dr. Akua Kissiwa. And when I say, oh, Reverend, I'm like, no. And I just felt I had to celebrate that because I was just excited that, hey, I also knew a medical doctor. Someone I could call, someone I could just, and I don't know, I felt good. And it was worth celebrating when you became part of HMI, which was through
my elder sister.
Your elder sister, Abena. And it was exciting. But before I met you, you were a medical doctor.
I was in medical school.
You were in medical school. Oh, okay.
I was almost finished.
Finishing. Okay. And through the housemanship, and you were afraid to give the career to God.
Yes.
Why were you afraid to go into the district?
Because the district life wasn't ideal. I had heard stories, and then they were not good stories. Okay. Like when you are there, you are handling everything on your own, as compared to Accra, where you have supervisors, seniors that you can consult with, and all of that. Yes, in the district, man, you are on your own. All the decisions that you have to take, whether to, and it's like at that stage you are now learning. Now I'm not afraid to go into the district because I feel like I have learned things to help me in the district. But at the time I was now learning so much. And I didn't think I would survive. Yes, I didn't think I would survive.
But what happened?
Yes, so I decided, I've forgotten exactly what I was doing, and it failed. And then I just sat on my bed. I'm like, God, as for this, I know you know that this is very difficult for me to do. Like, give this bit of my life to you, but I'll do it, because as of now, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to turn. I don't know how to move. I don't know. I just didn't know. So then I surrender everything to you, and things started. Well, not immediately, but now looking back, I have seen how God has ordered my steps from that time up till now. Even the time that I felt like I was controlling things, really, I wasn't in control.
Because at that time, you had started surrendering unto the Lord.
Yes.
And I've come to realize that in moments where you really surrendered to God, indirectly you don't know, you wouldn't know, but His hand will be in everything. Yeah. And so sometimes you think you are you wish you would control, but you can't, because you surrendered your will. So as He leads, you move. As He leads, you move. And it's been a wonderful journey.
It has been.
And so where is Dr. Akua now?
Well, Dr. Akua is now a resident at the Kolewood.
So when you say resident, the doctor is a resident, what does it mean?
Okay, it means on my way to become a specialist. So I'm now specializing, looking for a field that I want to practice in permanently.
Okay.
Yes, and so in that training period, it's called a residency.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm in that training, and to become an anesthesiologist, I have to take my time.
Yeah. Really take your time. You have mentioned it.
Anesthesiologist at the Kolewood Teaching Hospital.
Okay. Okay. And you love where you are?
Oh yes. I love anesthesia. I think God placed me there. I love anesthesia. I don't know, because I can't really see myself doing all the other disciplines. So yes.
I love this one. I think the last time I heard you say when you put people to sleep.
Yes. So what we do is that we are the group of doctors that puts people to sleep for surgeries. I think that's the basic thing. But it goes deeper than that. We are not just putting someone to sleep. We are making sure the person stays alive during the surgery.
Yeah.
And then we are making sure the person, any traumatic event that happens during that time, the person will not remember. We are also going to make sure that they are not in pain during the procedure. Because believe it or not, even when we are asleep and something painful is happening to you, your body reacts to it. Even when you are asleep. Yes.
Yeah.
And there are monitors that we place on you before we give you. We say we put you under. Before we put you under, we put some monitors on you. And then that's how we monitor what's happening, how the surgery is affecting you. And we intervene when we have to. Yes. So we are sedating you. That's the putting to sleep. We are giving you analgesia. That is, we are not making you feel the pain of the surgery. We are giving you amnesia. It means we are making you forget the traumatic experience. And then we are making you relax. We are giving you relaxation for the surgeon to be able to work on you, because the body can become tense when the person is not in control. It becomes very tense. So you need the body to relax for the surgeon to operate. Yes, mommy.
Whenever I hear you talk about this, I'm like, no, this is a whole, I don't know, someone under surgery. I mean, right now, as you are talking, I'm even thinking. So, and it's true, when you are asleep, I mean, a little noise will sometimes even wake you up, and you feel that something is happening. Yes. But then in surgery,
we are not supposed to make you feel that
there's something happening.
Yes.
And feel anything.
Wow. So I did just a little kind of research. I asked my patients after the surgery what they remember about it. They will just tell you, I remember you talked to me, I went to lie on the bed, and then I fell asleep. So sometimes we are,
how do you feel with this experience? Then somebody after surgery wakes up and the person does not remember anything, and you were in charge.
The way mommy is saying it, it's like at the point
No, of course, like a surgery is going on,
yes,
and you are managing that, and
yes,
the surgeon is still
yes,
performing his or her task.
Yes.
But then you are somehow
Supposed
managing
to keep the patient alive. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I nearly asked the question. Let me just keep it to myself. Let me keep it myself. Don't let me. But I'm just wondering. No, so how's the experience like that after seeing
Bringing
somebody
the patient
awake, like waking up after a major surgery? How do you feel like?
After a major surgery, I mean, every surgery is something. So after the experience, I personally just thank God, because in that, the way I am describing, anything, like any misstep anywhere can cause someone to lose their life. Any mistake anywhere. And so one of the things that they tell you when you enter the department is be vigilant. You cannot be sitting there and be forgetful. You cannot leave the patient. So once you are in there and the surgery started, that is where you are staying till the end. And so when the patient comes out and everything is in order, everything is working, there were no complications. It's just a very satisfying feeling. And for me, I actually feel very, very grateful, because before I touch anybody, I just ask God to help me. Because sometimes, if it's not a mistake from the anesthetist, the surgeon can cut into something and then everything can turn around. So if everything goes on well, I just thank God, and then we are so satisfied that this is the patient out of surgery.
And that's where my confidence has been, because I'm blessed to have a medical doctor as a daughter. And for me personally, even though I love to pray and all that, I always say when people have medical condition, go for it. It's not that you pray so you don't believe in medicine or any kind of medical condition. So go and have a checkup, find out what is happening. And I think that it's been of great pleasure that I can always just call. And I thank you. I think there was just a testimony here. I didn't even know that one. I had an interview with Dr. Juliana and Dr. Ifua Boatima, and they shared one experience where you helped out.
Oh, yeah, with Dr. Juliana.
Yeah, with Dr. Juliana. And I was just happy because this is just one of many. One of many. I was just doing the lounge with Philo. You heard the
I was listening when I was coming.
And I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know about that one. Because I was in constant touch with you, but that part I'm like,
it was getting really frustrating, so I had to call one of my colleagues.
Oh my God, but God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you. God bless you, because it's an encouragement for me when sometimes people are not free to talk to people. But they can just feel within there, especially the HMI family, that there's somebody to call. Sometimes how people hide away from medical conditions. And the trigger for me to celebrate her as part of the first 10, which she's so excited, so I'm still mentioning about 10 was, I remember I used to call her doctor and she was like, but later on, or as at now, I can count medical doctors. Like not only doctors in medicine, doctors in academia. And the first person I could celebrate as a doctor was you.
Oh.
Was you. And I don't know, at the point in time, I was like, I think that one day I told you that as I celebrated you, God has brought me more. God has brought me more. God has brought me more. And
more are coming.
And more are coming. And not only in Ghana, even outside the country, I have medical doctors. And it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And so that's why I want to celebrate you. I think I wanted to go how you became and all. I think we have another session. But today, it's just to celebrate you and say that God bless you. I know you are looking forward to hire anything on your heart.
Yes.
As a medical doctor.
Oh, yes. So one of the things that I enjoy is research.
And which is something I know is on your heart.
Yes. So I want to do that and then get to the highest level I can go to. If
If research is in a particular area?
I haven't found any particular area yet. Yes, but just helping with the medical knowledge and protocols, how management should be done in hospitals. Yes, I want to contribute to that. If in doing that I get some Nobel Prize somewhere.
Hey! Oh my God! You see, I'm excited. One other reason why I'm doing all this is, listen, I know my daughters are prominent, and I remember there was one day we received a prophecy that my face was going to be on magazines and all that. After that, if you know me, I'm very reflective. I was thinking, I thought a lot, and I said magazine. People are going to say, I'll celebrate myself first. And I said, I'll celebrate myself. I don't know, I won't wait for somebody. At a point, you're like, when is somebody going to call you for? I have my own need. I'm celebrating myself, and anybody who knows me knows that I don't wait for it. I believe anything that is worth doing is doing well, and after that, you congratulate yourself, and it has a way of motivating you to do better. And as I thought of it, I felt, no, my daughters, some of them like Dr. Akua should be in daily graphic be on magazines, but maybe she hasn't been identified yet, but I have identified her. And so my daughters who identify, who are doing great things, I'm going to celebrate them myself. So be ready for anything you see me, prominent ladies, prominent daughters. I'm celebrating my own people. And Akua, God bless you. I know it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and you never thought you were going to be a medical doctor.
No. It wasn't part of the plan.
Yes. But this is what you have surrendered unto the Lord, and you are being a blessing, and God richly bless you. Is there anything you want to say, just to wrap?
I thank God that I encountered Him at the time that I did. Sometimes I wish that I had that encounter like sooner in life, but I think where I encountered Him is still okay. Yes, so I thank God that I encountered Him at the time. I thank God for holding my hands, leading me. But there are some times that I know that if it were up to me, I would have done things and messed so many things up. But I thank God that He has given me the opportunity to be where I am today. I am very grateful. I can see the hand of this interview is too short, but I can actually see the hand of God holding me, carrying me into Kolebu. How I got there, I want to use a testimony. So yes, basically I thank God. I thank God for the journey so far.
You're giving me another idea. So very soon I'll start something, personality profile. Yeah, that will be another. As we're talking because it's really short. So very soon that is the dicta for you. Personality profile, and that one will be more detailed to talk about your journey and all that. Yeah, I love the way ideas are coming out. And so okay, maybe probably you'll be the first person on my personal. You mean the first person I would have an interview with that it would be like a personality profile. But God richly bless you, and may you continue to be a blessing to your generation. And I'm looking forward to that Nobel Peace Prize, or any other thing equal to that or higher. Because I know you are more than you. It has to come. It has to come. And definitely I'll be here to celebrate her and celebrate every prominent daughter God brings my way. And I believe that those who know me know that I love to celebrate everything, every little thing, because it takes a lot of effort to obey God. It takes a lot of effort to hear God, because you can do otherwise. And that's why I love 1 John chapter 5 verse 3 that says that His commandments are not burdensome. And so by the time the Lord speaks and you hear and you are ready to obey, the joy of it is that you see the result. I like what He says. We just don't pray, and I thank God for HMI and these testimonies. So it's not about prayer, but we see the result of what God does in our lives. And that's my testimony. That's our testimony in the Hopeful Ministries International. If I can't share my testimony without talking about HMI. And I thank God for the opportunity to gather women across the globe. And maybe you're a daughter out there, you're a lady out there, you're most welcome to this family. It's not for any special group of people. It's for every lady across the globe, across all ages. You are most welcome to join us every 3 a.m. on Zoom. You can follow us, HMI Dynasty, on all our social media platforms. And my name, Benedicta Josephine Dodd, and my name doesn't change. You can find us and find the link and other things and join us to pray every moment, 3 a.m. GMT. And we meet on the last Saturday of every month at our blessed land, HMI Go City at Dodowa. And I believe you'll find a number or send a message on any of the social media platforms. And you can join us. It's a wonderful family. And maybe you are the next person to come to be a blessing to somebody. So if God places on your heart, find us. And you'll be the next daughter I'll celebrate as well. Okay, so it's bye-bye. And okay, Ose August.
Ose August.
And Ose Pink.
Ose Pink.
We have colors for every day. And the color for Wednesday is pink. And you're queer, so I know you're excited. So that's why you're seeing some pink around here. But God bless everybody. See ya. Bye.